Today we are going to discuss about the history of Python. It was developed by Guido van Rossum in late 80s and early 90s at NRI for Mathematics and Computer Science, National Research Institute for Mathematics and Computer Science in the Netherlands. It is a successor to the ABC language. Its first version in 1991 was released with the version of 0.9.0 with the features like functions and data types. Later, it was developed and its second version was released in 1994 with 1.0 version and with the functional programming tools such as Lambda, Map, and Reduce. Then next version 2.0 released in 2000 with features least comprehensions, Unicode, and garbage collector. Later in 2008, again its another version was developed 3.0 by removing the duplicate programming constructs and modules. And for now, we are using the latest version of Python, which was 3.7.4, which is developed and released in 2019 on 15th August. So let us see some note points about the Python programming. Python is older than when compared with the Java and JavaScript, which are also known as the famous coding languages. Now, why is it called Python? It means how does the Python name came for this coding language? When he began the implementing Python, Guido van Rossum was also reading the published scripts Monty Python's Flying Circus, a BBC comedy series from the 1970s. In 1970s, it was a famous BBC comedy series. He was inspired by the uh, scripts, and the name Pythons was the name Python was taken from the that script. And later, Van Rossum thought that he needed a name that was short, unique, and slightly mysterious, which was Python. So he decided to call the language as Python. So now we are where we are known about this Python as coding language name as Python. Let us know some features of the Python. Python provides lots of features that are listed below. Easy to learn and use. Python is easy to learn and use. It is a developer friendly and high level programming language, which means it is understandable by the beginner, and it is easy to write the program and execute the program. And the second one is expressive language. Python language is more expressive, means that it is more understandable and readable. Language which is more expressive, which it is also readable. It means if we write the program, it can be able to understand by the programmer, and it is also executes the program in any coding language. So next one is interpreter language. Python is interpreter language. Either interpreter execute the code line by line at a time. This makes the debugging easy and thus suitable for beginners. Interpreter means it is in interpreter coding language. Interpreter which execute the code in line by line at a time, so that it is easy to the uh, debug the problems and easily understandable by the programmer for beginners. And cross-platform language. Python can run easily on different platforms such as Windows, Linux, Unix, and Macintosh, etc. So we can say that Python is a portable language. Python can be run in any platforms such as Windows, Unix, Linux, Macintosh, and easily they can complete their works with the help of Python language. And fifth one is free and open source. Python language is also freely available at official web address. The source code is also available. Therefore, it is open source. It is known as open source. Which is open source means the program which is uh, officially available for the programmers to uh, uh, execute the programs in normal way. So without paying any fee or money to any others. So Python is available in official web address of the source code. So then it is known as a free and open source language. The sixth one is object-oriented language. Python supports object-oriented language and concepts of class and objects come into the existence, which means the subject-oriented language and concepts of classes and objects come into the existence, which is executed by the programmer will be given as the output in the language in easy manner which is understandable by the programmer. Then next one is extensible. It implies that the other languages such as C and C++ can be used to compile the code, and thus it can be used further in our Python code. It means it can be if we execute the program in C, then it can be converted into the Python. Large standard library. Python has a large and broad library and provides rich set of module and functions for rapid application development. Uh, la- Python has very large library, uh, so it is known as large standard library. Graphical user interface programming support can be developed by using Python. GUI can be developed by using Python, then integrated. It can be easily integrated with languages like C, C++, Java, etc. Thank you.